Yeah, this was a hard one, a heartbreaking story to talk about. Paul Pogba is a former Manchester United star. He got kidnapped by some people. So a couple of friends decided to take him to go see some properties in France. While he was there were men who put out gun, and they held him at gunpoint. And at this point, he's been kidnapped. And they said the only way they can release him was if he paid 13 million euros. And Paul Pogba plead with the kidnappers, right? His brother, who also got the news, his name is Mates. Mates went online. I hope that's how you pronounce his name, Mates. He went online and he began to plead with the public, letting them know what has happened to his brother, and also stating that they will bring all of this to an end. They will find who did this, blah, 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 right? Then Paul Pogba ended up paying the kidnappers 100,000 euros. And that's how we thought. You think this is where the story ended, right? No. When Paul was released, he went straight to the police and reported the incident. Investigations were done, and then come to find out 6 men were arrested. You wouldn't believe who was among the 6 men arrested. His own brother, Mates. Mates organized some men, including their childhood friend or friends, to kidnap his own brother at gunpoint and demand for 13 million euros. Of course, the men have been sentenced between 4 and 8 years in prison. They've been asked to pay some fine. Now, Mates, they initially sentenced him to 3 years in prison, but 2 years was taken off, and they put him on house arrest, electronic tag. Now, Paul released a statement. He said nobody wins in this situation. Nobody wins. Nobody wins. There's a statement. There's a saying in Africa that goes like this: if there's no enemy within, the enemy around you can't harm you. But if you have enemy within, you're more likely to get destroyed faster. It is the people in your circle that can take you down in a heartbeat, because they know your routine, they know your steps, they know if you have money, they know if you don't have money. They know when you're vulnerable, they know where you're vulnerable, they know how you became vulnerable. They know so much about you that they can kill you. They can unalive you. This was a heartbreaking story. It was painful to read. It was scary to read. It's just incredibly unfortunate, and it has destroyed their brotherhood forever. It's going to be very hard to attain this, or to build something that, heartbreaking. I initially thought this happened in Africa because there's a lot of kidnapping happening, obviously in Nigeria as well, but even with these kidnappers and kidnapping, it is people within the circle that would organize something like this. It's a heartbreaking one, guys. Please be vigilant, be aware. I do want to thank you all for watching. What are your thoughts on this story? Have you seen this? What do you think of it? Man. Anyhow, I do want to thank you all for watching. My name is Imoitinya. I'm a visual storyteller who happens to be visually impaired. I love taking down stories, breaking them down, lessons from these stories so you and I can learn from it. Thank you all, and happy holidays to you and your family, and I'll see you on the next story.